In the heart of Hong Kong, two brothers were chosen for greatness. Named by the 8 kingpins of the underground as the city's future leaders and its protectors. Together they became known as the Twin Dragons, Yun, the White Dragon, and Yang, the Blue Dragon. On the surface, they couldn't be more different. Yun is the firebrand, brash, mischievous. He rushes headlong into battle, trusting his instincts more than his reason. Yang, by contrast, is calm, collected, a thinker who measures twice before striking once. But as opposite as they seem, the two complete each other, and together they have carved a path through the world of Street Fighter that is unlike any other. The brothers learned their martial arts style of Ba Ji Chuan from their grandfather, a traditional Chinese style known for explosive close-range strikes and flowing combinations. Capcom's designers gave them contrasting silhouettes, Yun with his baseball cap and skateboard, and Yang with his long spiked hair and rollerblades, both evoking a youthful energy. They are connected to Li, one of the original fighters from the very first Street Fighter in 1987. Li is their uncle, tying the brothers directly back to the origins of the franchise. In a way, Yun and Yang carry forward the legacy of Street Fighter's earliest era, reimagined for a new generation. In the in-game timeline of Street Fighter, their first steps came in Alpha Free Max. Here the brothers were on the hunt for their superstar idol Fei Long, whom they'd heard had become involved with drug dealers. Not believing he would become a criminal, they set out to learn the truth. Along the way, they met DJ, who hinted at Fei Long's whereabouts. After a fight, DJ asks why the brothers are trying to track down the martial arts superstar, insisting there is no way that Fei Long would become a criminal. Though DJ doesn't know his exact location, he knows where Fei Long is going. Yun and Yang eventually confront Fei Long himself, who reveals the truth. There had been drug dealings in his offices, but he had been unaware of them. After learning the truth, he set out to find those responsible, Shadaloo. The brothers share Fei Long's passion for justice and to preserve the safety of Hong Kong, and the three team up. With Fei Long by their side, the Twin Dragons dispatched Bison's bodyguards, the dolls Julie and Junie, while Fei Long took on the boxer Balrog. Finally, the brothers faced the Shadaloo dictator, Bison, but he had overpowered Fei Long, who lay unconscious at his feet. Tempted with an offer to join Shadaloo, Yun and Yang refused, and together with Fei Long, they struck Bison down. Their reward? Movie stardom, appearing in Street Fighter II: Free Dragons, a box office smash that retold the story of how they took down Shadaloo. Of course, this tale is non-canon, but it showed just who Yun and Yang would eventually become. Brothers who always faced the storm together, no matter how outmatched. Their story would then continue in Street Fighter IV. Yun's mischievous energy once again carried the brothers into danger. After witnessing Chun-Li set off to battle against a criminal organization, he was immediately inspired. If an enemy strong enough to draw Chun-Li out of retirement existed, he had to face it. His brother Yang followed without hesitation, though he remained thoughtful. Having only ever lost to his brother and uncles, he looks forward to testing his skills against fighters out in the larger world. The brothers soon find themselves entangled with SIN, a Shadaloo offshoot. Their adventure was dangerous, reckless, and exactly the kind of trouble Yun was hoping to find. Through it all, Yang remained by his side, grounding him as only a brother could. In the end, they returned home, not to glory, but to Hoimei's fury. Yun was literally dragged away by the ear, scolded for his recklessness. Put to work as punishment for running off without telling anyone, Chun-Li arrives to pay her respects to Master Li, and to thank the brothers for their help. The pair had found something more meaningful than victory: inspiration. Chun-Li reminded them that strength meant more than just fighting. It meant responsibility. When the Twin Dragons stepped onto the stage of Street Fighter III, their personal lives also come into sharper focus. Both brothers often return to a local food stall called Shoryuken, where childhood friend Hoimei and her younger sister work. Yun remains largely oblivious to Hoimei's affection for him, while Yang silently carries the weight of his own unspoken feelings for her. Out of loyalty to his brother, and fear of disrupting the balance between them, Yang buries those emotions, which in turn opens him up to a growing relationship with Hoimei's younger sister, Shaomei. This subtle love triangle underscores the differences between the brothers. Yun is carefree, almost reckless, while Yang is thoughtful, but quietly conflicted. First appearing in New Generation, Yang was just a palette swap of Yun, a reflection of how inseparable they were. But by Second Impact and Third Strike, Yang emerged as his own fighter. Distinct, his style shaped by patience and insight. Together, the brothers entered the World Warrior Tournament, not to seize power, but to test themselves and prove the strength of their family's martial arts. After the tournament, they returned home, skating through the streets, and teased by the owner of the food stall where Hoimei worked. Mocked that their kung fu hadn't proven itself, the brothers proudly declared that theirs is the strongest in the world. In Third Strike, the pair learn about the existence of a mysterious organization and decide to investigate further in order to protect their hometown. In Yun's Third Strike ending, he and Yang even face down Gill, the mysterious emperor of the secret society. Gill was impressed by their abilities, so much so that he offered them control of Hong Kong itself, revealing to them his plans for a new world order. But the twin dragons refused, proving their loyalty belongs to their people, not to shadowy empires. In Yang's ending, he and Yun bickered on the journey home, their sibling rivalry boiling over, until Hoimei and Shaomei intervened. While Yun was being berated by Hoimei, Yang listened, thoughtful as ever. The moment was a perfect mirror of their personalities. Yang quietly and inadvertently growing closer to Shaomei, and Yun forever impulsive and brash. The Street Fighter III saga cemented who they were, not leaders of crime, nor seekers of domination, but brothers bound to one another, to Hong Kong, and to their community. Though Yun and Yang haven't yet returned as playable characters in Street Fighter VI, their presence is still felt. The newcomer Jamie idolizes them. As a boy, he was saved by the twin dragons from a gang attack, and chastised for his own recklessness, a moment he calls his wake-up call. Since then, Jamie has trained in their shadow, determined to live up to their example. Even absent from the roster, the brothers' influence continues, their story living on in the next generation of fighters. Yun and Yang are opposites, yet inseparable. Yun is bold, mischievous, impulsive, the wind that cannot be contained. Yang is patient, calm, and calculating, the still waters that flow around every obstacle. Together they are balance, the twin dragons of Hong Kong. Their story is one of loyalty, of rejecting power when it comes with corruption, and of embracing their duty to their home and to one another. In the sprawling mythos of Street Fighter, where gods, monsters, and conspiracies shape the world, the twin dragons remind us that sometimes strength comes from family, community, and balance. That wraps up the story of Yun and Yang, whose bond and spirit continue to shape the world of Street Fighter. If you enjoyed this dive into their history, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who loves Street Fighter. And if you'd like to support the channel even further, consider joining my Patreon, where your support helps keep these explorations alive and allows me to dive even deeper into the hidden corners of gaming history. Thanks for watching. Keep being excellent to yourselves and one another, and I'll see you soon.